QueenCityUnderground.com, your music, your station. It's your girl ZanaP. Check it back in. And we are excited. I mean, very excited to have our guests in the building. I know y'all been waiting. You think they've been waiting?
I know they've been waiting. They are excited. They are just as excited as we are.
So, I think I want to call him the lyric master.
I was supposed to ask you that. How do you feel about that?
The lyric master. It could be just y'all personal name for me. That's cool.
Cool. So y'all, we got Montana 300 in the building, y'all. I know y'all been calling in trying to get conversations going with him, but wait. We want to get some questions going on with Montana first before we let you guys talk to him, because I got a lot of answers and questions I need to get from him.
Okay.
You feel me?
No, I know you do.
You know I can talk all day, every day. What's up, Montana? How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. I'm blessed, man. I'm working non-stop, staying consistent with everything, man. Taking care of my sons, doing what I gotta do, paying the bills.
So you got a son?
Yeah, I got 2 sons.
2?
Yeah,
what's the ages?
7 and 2.
7 and 2.
You got a baby.
Ooh, you got a little baby.
Yeah, it's some big babies though. It's
a big baby.
A big baby.
Yeah.
He like that you rap? They understand that?
Yeah, they know I'm Montana to the world, you know.
So Montana, so at what age did you that you were sure? What age were you sure that you knew that you wanted to rap? At what age?
Probably like around like 10 or 11.
Okay, so 10 or 11. Was there a rapper that you looked up to when, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, mainly Tupac. That's what I heard the most. You know, getting played by my dad. So like that was the most respected, you know, rapper that everybody was listening to. So mainly like Tupac and Biggie.
Tupac and Biggie.
I knew that's what I wanted to do.
I could totally dig that. So once you decided that you knew that's the step that you wanted to take, how did you take those steps? What did you do when you knew you wanted to rap? What step did you take to make that happen for you?
You know, it's the experiment step. You know, about getting your paper and your pen. You know, sitting down, writing, trying to put shit together. And I used to always get like 4 or 6 lines and shit. You know, back then I didn't know nothing about counting bars and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I just write down like 4 or 6 lines, and that'll be it. You know what I'm saying? And I would say them to my friends and stuff like that. So just little petty stuff, just really experiment and stuff.
So like, when you made your videos, were you passing them out? Were you like, how did you get them out there?
What videos?
Yeah, like not your videos. I'm sorry, your tapes.
Music.
Yeah, your music.
I actually when I started really getting in the studio, like I was 18, and I would record them. You know what I'm saying? I actually got with a photographer. It was pretty good. You know, he shot the cover of my CD. It was probably like 8 of us rapping then. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And we was hustling. All of us was hustling in the streets and shit like that. You know, so we all had money. People around the neighborhood knew we had money and shit like that. So our shit looked a little more professional than everybody else that was rapping. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So I always sold mixtapes. This was me rapping over other people's beats like for $5. Like I never gave away nothing for free. You know what I'm saying? Like everything from supply and demand. I always had both. You see what I'm saying? And I always sold stuff out my car. You know what I'm saying? Out my trunk and stuff like that when I was 18.
So it was never hard for you to get the support system. You always had people that was willing to support you.
It was support back then, not compared to how it is now. But you see what I'm saying? Like now I'm blowing myself out of the water how I was then, but I never had no problem with who knew me. You know, knowing like, man, take this dude serious and he could actually rap. You see what I'm saying? Or he okay like that. They knew I was like, the top, even out of the 8 that I was rapping with. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, Montana, he the best one. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So I really didn't have a problem getting into sale. Some, you know what I'm saying?
So your mixtape was Cured with a Blessing.
My mixtapes then was all type of stuff. I had a mixtape called Nothing But Dirt. We called ourselves the Dirty Boys. We was hustling some street stuff. You know, I had one with my homie Talia 300 called Guns N' Roses Part 1, 2, and 3. We drop a mixtape every year. I did a double disc mixtape with my whole team, and it was called No Surrender, No Retreat. One was called No Surrender, one was called No Retreat. But my first album came out this past December, and that was called Curse with a Blessing.
Curse with a Blessing.
Yeah.
So how did you come up with the vision of that title? Because that's a nice, I really like that title. How did you come up with that vision?
You know how even in the Bible it say like we all really like cursing. Mm-hmm. You know, from things that happened from our fathers before us and stuff like that. You know, and at the same time, I know, we blessed at the same time too, even if it's just waking up every morning, you see what I'm saying? And all the bad things I have to go through, it could be because I'm cursed, you know what I'm saying? And, people say sometimes, how you know we're not living on hell, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, I know that we're not, because it's too much good that goes on and too many blessings that we get showered with for this to be hell. You know what I'm saying? Hell is supposed to be completely bad. You know what I'm saying? Like no good going on at all. You know, so people got to really look at their blessings for what it is. You know what I'm saying? And really fight through, you know, your struggles or something that you would consider a setback or a curse. You know what I'm saying? To you know, it could really be a blessing in disguise. You know what I'm saying? Or your dreams testing you. You know what I'm saying?
So I need you to help me with this. Is no surrender, no retreat. Only the hard, only the strong. What's the last part?
Against all odds.
Against all odds.
Yeah.
So that came from the movie 300.
Yes.
Okay, so that coming from the movie 300. What's the difference between your 300 and the 300 from Lil Durk and
Yeah, they 300 is game related. That means BDs, Black Disciples, you know. And I don't gang bang, you know what I'm saying? So that's not what I stand for. You ain't never you go listen to anything I've ever said or anything I've ever rapped, and you ain't heard me saying anything about BD this or BD that or GD this or GD that. You know what I'm saying? So mine is basically it stands for something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
In depth. You know what I'm saying? About you know, only the hard, only the strong. You know, against all odds. Like at one point in time, 2-3 years ago, I was against all odds. You know, because Chief Keef and Durk and all them, they was making way more noise than me. You see what I'm saying? And I would come across people who would hear me rap and be like, man, this dude cold as hell. You know, woo. I'm gonna link you with Durk. I'm gonna link you with this person, link with that person. And I guess people like, no, we don't know him. You know, we don't fuck with him, or you know, woo. And then people would just disappear. You know. And then nowadays, everybody is funny because everybody's popping back up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, like, but at that time, I was against all odds. You know what I'm saying? So all I ever had working in my favor is just me, my fan, my loyal fans, and my lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody got lyrics, but it's like, how potent is it? You see what I'm saying? How much in depth is it? What's the substance and the content of it? You know what I'm saying? A lot of these rappers can be read and they so predictable. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, such and such come out new song. We know what he finna talk about, Molly Water and Ops and Dottie. Like, if you giving anybody anything that they could walk away with and be like, I learned this from listening to him. You know what I'm saying? Or when he said this, it made me think about this. So that's why I be there for my sons now. That's why I look out for my mom now instead of spending money on these chicks. I would spend money on my mom or my grandma. You know what I'm saying? Doing stuff with them that they never did. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
So you would consider yourself a conscious rapper?
Yeah. I don't call myself no drill rapper. I can make drill music. That. I can make a drill song. Right. But I have to give you, even though this is what y'all want and we in the time of turning up, I refuse to give you only what you want. Like, I'm going to give you some of what you need too at the same time.
So if you had to pick, like, between rappers Meek Mill, Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, who would you say, Lil Wayne, who would you say would be the closest, not saying that y'all have the same style, but someone you can rock with?
Someone I could rock with, the two that I would pick out of that group would be J. Cole and Lil Wayne. J. Cole because of his substance and his content, and Lil Wayne because of his creativity and out of the box, way of thinking and stuff like that. So yeah, that's why I put it.
So you're from Chicago.
Yeah.
There's a lot of random noise going around about you being from Peoria, but you're from the south side of Chicago. Is there a certain street that you represent? I know my hood, and I love my people and stuff from the PCs. Projects called the PCs. They tore them down like an OFO. 28th and Calumet, 2822 South Calumet. Live in apartment 909 right across the street from Dunbar High School, across the street from Drake Elementary School. Everybody that I do music with, like my artists, they from Peoria. I met them while I was in Peoria. I used to make a lot of money back and forth between Chicago and Peoria, on the streets and shit like that, And I always been low key. I always been antisocial. Everybody don't need to know my business or how I move and how I operate. But I was getting it. I've been a nigga before this music shit. So I've been had weight on my shoulders. I've been, looking out for my niggas and taking care of people. You see what I'm saying? And that's in 2 different cities, not just one city. You see what I'm saying?